What's going on, guys? David here, Diecast Life and Death. Yep, I know it's been a minute since, you've seen or heard anything from me. And honestly, I've had a couple of you, send me texts or emails and, hey, are you okay? Yeah, guys, I'm good. I had to take a couple of days to do some things around here that I had to get done. And then I had to, I gotta tell you, this last weekend, the things you do. So, long story short, oops, knocked the old KFC. So, long story short, I had to go to my son's high school graduation. And he was currently living with his mother. And yeah. And so, get this, guys. My ex-wife and I don't hate each other. We just don't want to be married to each other anymore. And, hey, that's okay. So, my Friday of this week, get the old Enterprise rental car. We'll pick you up, right? So, early in the morning on Friday, I went and picked up my daughter because she was going with me. And going with us because my ex-wife's mother, my ex-mother-in-law drove all the way up from San Antonio so that she could get in the old Enterprise rental car and ride with us for 6 hours, all the way over to Ruidoso, New Mexico. And I, I think I've mentioned before that, I think I have the only 22-year-old daughter that doesn't have a driver's license. So, since I was the only one on the contract of this car, and I'll be damned if I was going to let my ex-mother-in-law kill me by driving, I had to drive all 6 hours over to Ruidoso. So we get to Ruidoso, and, went to my ex-wife's house. I won't deny that I did have a cocktail or 3. Maybe 4, but I'm going with 3. Had a nice night, went to bed, separate rooms, of course, and woke up in the morning and then proceeded to go to my son's high school graduation. And that went very well, and it was an enjoyable thing. And then we went out on the little city and did some shopping around, and then went and had a congratulations dinner for my son. Well, and that's kind of where the story's kind of going to. So, I had gotten a box from a viewer, prior to going to New Mexico to the graduation. And I decided, I'm going to wait until I get back. So it was a quick trip, drove up Friday, 6.5 hours. Went to the graduation on Saturday. Then woke up Sunday morning and got back in the car and drove all the way back to Texas with my daughter now sleeping in the back seat and my ex-mother-in-law in the passenger seat chirping my head up for the next 6 hours, guys. 6 hours. But none of that matters because today is Monday and I am free. And that's why I'm back. So what I wanted to do was I had gotten back and I wanted to show you the mail call that I got from Anthony over at BullitTonyCustoms. Anthony knew that I was very excited to have received this Hot Wheels Mercedes 560 SEC AMG wide body. And I told him what, I thought how good it would look, when this car comes out in premium, with rubber tires. And I guarantee you this car, I shouldn't say I guarantee it, but this is coming out premium for sure. If it doesn't, it would be the stupidest thing Hot Wheels ever did or didn't do. But, so in Anthony's fashion, and I hope you guys have subscribed to his channel because he really does some good work. He sent me, well, before I get that, he sent me this treasure hunt of the 58 Impala. And I think it's because he knows just how much I love that treasure hunt. Oh, but he sent me a one that I didn't smash. So, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. And no, this would not be getting smashed. Then, he sent me this protector. And in it, he sent me on the card, sealed back in the card, a customized 560 SEC AMG with what I'm going to say are as close to an AMG factory wheel as you could have come up with. So Anthony, spectacular job. Even tapped it, screwed it with little Allen screws on the bottom. Outstanding work. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciated this. I had been so excited to see this model coming for this 2023 model year. And it's just a beautiful, plain Mercedes. And I was kind of surprised, to be honest, that it didn't come out in, premium before it came out in mainline. But there it is. But that is a handsome, handsome Mercedes. And so for that, Anthony, I thank you very much. These two cars, I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. And so I wanted to show you a couple of things that I did pick up while I was out, in New Mexico too. Just kind of kill two birds with one stone. So, and before I get there, I did a little wheel swap of my own on this little, whatever the brand is, the metals. But I even used the Bronco style wheel, and I love this Area 51 paint that they did. And yeah, I know it doesn't have the glass, but I just thought it made for a good looking little, I don't do many customs because, yeah. I mean, that's a wheel swap lift kit I did on a, 96. It was a 96 first edition Dodge Ram 1500. And those are Real Riders, from the old Real Riders, cars. It's not the current Real Riders. But, so, I do try to play around a little. But, so while I was in New Mexico, I popped into it was a Family Dollar. Yeah. And if you want to look it up on the map, just Google it. But it was in Tatum, Tatum, New Mexico. And I guess if you're in Tatum, New Mexico, and you're going to a Family Dollar, you are like taking the family in your dress 'em up clothes, because there is absolutely nothing in Tatum, New Mexico. Yeah. But it was one of those points where I said, you know what? During that 6-hour drive, I needed a break. Just to get out, stretch the legs, get kind of, just, yeah. And I walked into the old Family Dollar expecting to find nothing. And, if you expect to find nothing, you're not disappointed when you find nothing. Yeah. But, so this little guy was hanging on the front of the pegs. On the front peg. And I was like, well, I didn't really need an airplane today, but, I wasn't going to leave it, so I figured this will go in somebody's box when it goes out. But, so I went through, and the pegs were full. And I was hoping, as it is a D case, that there was going to be the Golden Nugget, Camaro from the art cars in the Super. Well, the art cars Camaro was there, but it wasn't the Super. So I actually found a fresh case at a Family Dollar in Tatum, New Mexico that probably has 150 residents. And that probably includes some chickens and yeah. But did pick up that. And then while I was in Ruidosa, went to the old, local disappointment. And they had a couple cars. And I already have one of these, the 2016 Nissan Sentra. But I only have one, and I've only ever run across one. And you know what? Now that I have two, I have enough. But, and, like I said, I didn't find anything really good. And then I ran across the new orange 75 Opel Kadett, and I haven't run into this one yet. So I got this color. And then I got the black Jeep Gladiator with the red ringed wheels. So, suffice to say, guys, I didn't find a lot. But what I did find was that I enjoyed my son's, graduation. And that's what it was really supposed to be all about. Tony, Anthony, I know you go by Anthony, but you call it Tony's Bullet Customs. But I gotta call it, Anthony, because that's who you are. But thank you, brother, for doing this. Thank you for sending this out. I can't tell you how much and how happy this little car made me. Brother, guys, that's, we always say be kind, be nice. But I gotta say this, and then I'm gonna get off my little soapbox. There's a whole lot of nothing going on out there. And, I watch some of these peg hunting videos and people find zero, nothing. And they're 35, 40-minute long videos. I don't want to be out spreading bad news. Because I could show you every peg hunt I've done. God knows they'd be bad. Yes, and have I got lucky? Have I found some good stuff? Oh, you bet. But as we all know, the rule is, the rule of thumb, is that more often than not, you don't find cool things when you're on your peg hunt. And we all want to find cool things. Because I know I do. But, when I found that, I was happy. When I found this little Jeep, I was happy. When I found anything that I find that I buy out there, it doesn't have to be a chase. It just has to put a smile on your face. So, with that having been said, guys, I'm trying to put stuff out on my channel that, although, I don't have as many supers, or, I probably have more white lightnings than 99.9% of you out there. But truth be told, I don't measure my collection by my chase cars. Chase cars are a bonus. Absolutely a bonus. Finding the cars that you want to find. And, enjoying owning the cars that you find, rather than worrying all the time about the cars you haven't found. Put a smile back on the face, guys. Collect the cars you like. Don't collect the ones you don't. And that's why I said, this guy's going to go to a box. It'll be a surprise in somebody's box, just because, hey, it's going to make somebody happy. And I'd rather make somebody happy with this than to keep it. So, guys, keep your nose to the ground, your eyes on those pegs. And we will see you on the next episode of God Knows What. And I kind of know what. I've got some auction winnings from like the live auctions from Facebook that have come in, and I've got some really cool vintage stuff. Then I'd like to share it with you. So stay tuned. We will see you in the next episode. And until then, guys, be kind and always smile, because smiling takes less energy than frowning. Talk to you soon. Bye.